Alright, welcome back for another Mountain Blade Prophecy of Pendor episode, and I'm going to get started with, we're going to help this lord out, just because he's going to win anyway, so we get some relations with him. He's not a lord I particularly care about, but still. May as well start off with a fight, alright? Okay, let's see. Where are the chart to actually? What a nice hill to put my archers on. Guess here will do. It's nowhere good for them in this land. It's funny, the faction with the best archers has some of the worst land for archers to fight in. Their land's actually really good for cavalry. Although the cavalry is pretty good too, so. Just charge him in, why not? I think that's a Hanson. I thought it was an infantry. Oh dear. Good times. The hell does it mean? Yeah, okay. We've got some interesting troops. They must have taken out some Nordal party. So definitely looks like the kind of prisoners you'd see in the Nordal party. Mercenary and Empire. No, not the Ravenston archers. They're our allies, at least, for this fight. Oh, okay. Shit. Ooh. Ugh. God damn, they're the sergeants of the Shadow Legion. They're pretty good, those halberdiers. Yes, distract them. Haha. Ah, how are you still alive? There we go. Nope. That was so anticlimactic. Shit. I guess let's put him over here. Just not even doing anything. I don't want to lose any of them either. Yeah. Ooh. In case any of my companions lose their horses, they will be slotted into infantry, and just in time, Empire Crossbowman wasn't even looking. Excuse me. Sir, excuse me. Oh. Okay. I protect you, and this is how you repay me by stealing my kill. Well, at least they're actually doing something now. It's kind of awkward when they were just sitting back watching us all fight. Oh, jeez. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Should really respect him more. Oh no. No. Not Empire Crossbowmen. These are my units. You can't have them. And you sure as hell can't kill mine with them. Stop hitting my horse from like 10 kilometers away. It's just rude. Oh, that hurt. See what I mean about these guys? They're such useful units. Cool. So yeah, one kill. That's not bad. Yes, well met. Oh, that's some nice upgrades going on. And that axe lasted one battle before it got upgraded. Fair enough. Again, oh, refugee. Yes, I will take you, sir. Okay. So now we'll go back down this way. We can just sell items down here. Ooh. I miss the music, but the songs were getting flagged on YouTube. Which is really annoying because the music for this game is really good and it is a shame that I cannot listen to it while I play, or at least while I'm recording, but you know, I just don't turn it back on because I forget that it's on and I'd record an episode and then I'd have issues with it later. Yeah, anyway, I should probably explain what I'm planning on doing, but oh, I'm making money because of the productive enterprises. Very nice. So I plan on stalking the Fearsman unique spawn that they're paid and finding a spot. Oh, a tournament. Oh, I'm probably really low health still, aren't I? And just finding a spot where they're fighting Salion. That's my health. Oh yeah, go on. Let's go for it. I believe, and joining in on Salion's side if it's a winning fight. We of course have, you know, a fairly decent archer army of 90 odd units, so we can of course make a difference to the fight. So if it's just very even, we could definitely tip the scale in the favor of Salion, but of course we prefer to find a very safe fight to join, would be the preference. But yeah, that the mercenary group that they've hired has a unique leader, so even though he's hired by a faction and even though we're not at war with that faction, if he's in a fight with someone we can join in and we might be able to get a course gem out of him. He looks pretty tough. He's picked up, he's a pretty good spawn. One of the smaller ones in terms of how many units he starts with, but all the units are very quality. They're knight, like adventurer, sorry, units. So like maiden adventurers and, you know, so the female and male adventurers. Actually, I think he's predominantly female adventurers. No, there's a weird part about the lore. He only fights with female adventurers. I don't know, that doesn't sound right. I feel like he has some male adventurers with him, but he's weird, like he leads a predominantly female force because he, I don't know, it's all about like the beauty and deadliness combined or some weird shit like that. You know, like, I don't know, it's just like fucking, wouldn't you pick your soldiers based on how effective they are? I don't know. Whatever. We're not going to judge. But yeah. So they're all adventurer units, and they're all fairly, you know, leveled up. So they're very strong, and it looks like they've picked up at least 50 to 100 worth of prisoners. I'm not sure of the quality of the prisoners. I didn't get a good look at them. But I mean, they may have been whittled down to some extent, of course. But it's not going to be an easy fight, so we're going to definitely want... and Salion is still weak because we fucked up with Valdarian, which I'm still a bit sad about. Would have been really nice to capture Aldarian early on. Although then again, it would have only been a Colossus gem. We wouldn't have been getting anything of the really cool, unique stuff he offers, because it's just too early on in the game. But still, another Colossus gem would have been amazing. Exactly what we need right now. At least we don't need to invest a Colossus gem to get the Ebony Knighthood Order. There's already one in Avendor. It's kind of annoying that it's in Avendor. If I had have known that, I may have even just started off in Sarleon, but you know, then again, like I was thinking about earlier, I kind of don't know if I even want the Ebony Gauntlets to be spawning in one of the properties that I will own, because, you know, like, yeah, they're gonna they're going to be like the Knighthood Order that I join, but I probably want only the Knighthood Orders that I've like set up. Oh, Mettenheim, yes, that's right. I can make them into the crossbows. I only want the towns that I eventually own to have my unique order in it, because they'll eventually become much better. Okay, 522, 445. Okay, cool. Sweet. Keep investing. We've got plenty of money at the moment, almost 60k. Okay, now Sarleon is besieging Valenbray, so it's a pretty good assumption that the Fierdsvane army will be heading there. Although why they're not trying to take Marleon back while it's still weak and it's, you know, their village or town. Sorry, God, I keep getting them mixed up. Like, I don't know, I've always been of the belief that it's more important to like take your stuff back than it is to take your new stuff, because you want your empire to be stable, you know, like you want it to grow, but even its growth you want to be fairly stable in most scenarios. Like, you don't even want to grow too fast a lot of the time, because you can quite easily, yeah, don't care, you can quite easily, they're leaving, like explode too much, and then, you know, you've got to figure out which lords you want to favour over which, and that's quite a lot of negative relations for the other lords unless you persuade them that it's the best thing for that lord to have it, and not only that, but also, you know, you have to fill up the garrisons and they kind of spread themselves thin. Oh boy. Well, yep, the Fierdsvane are destroying Sarleon. Okay, there's the unique spawn. Griffin Sword Adventure Company. Yeah, so Ravenstone Rogue Knight, Adventurer, Maiden Noble, Heroine Adventurer. Yeah, Maiden. Yeah, see, he's strongly favours the females. 157. Far out. Pardon me. And then what? Sort of a mixture of Fierdsvane and some Sarleon. Yeah, that's the strongest fuck army. And they just pulled apart that Sarleon army, at least to some degree. Oh, and we're still also looking for Phineas the Digit, which this guy can actually tell me where he is, because we have a course gem on us. Okay, in fact, we're going to go to Ishkaman right now, because that's actually pretty close. Hopefully he'll still be there. And because you don't want to just be carrying a Corliss gem around with you. You really don't, because if you lose a battle, then you could lose that Corliss gem. Oh. Yeah, join it. No, join the fight, come on. Yes, this might be enough to make them like me, because they're heavily outnumbered. So I'll get heaps of relations for the helping them here. Oof. God, get out of the way. Stop moving in the way. Oh, they got him. Oh, that's fine. I really like archer arms. You had a horse. God, I'm sorry, Anson, that was a bit uncalled for. I mean, eventually I'll even be taking away their horses, so they can just focus on being crossbowmen. But when they're a bit stronger, I think. Yeah, I did lose -6 to -2, not enough to join them though. Need it to be out of the negatives. That's cooler. That's cool. That's a big step in the right direction. One more battle that's half decent like that one, and we're there, honestly. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, kind of, I guess. I don't know if that really applies here, to be honest, actually. Now that I say it. But that's fine. That's fine. Much less crossbowmen than we'd like, but we're kind of making some exceptions, you know. Oh, we might even be able to drive them into a... No, it's more important that we spend the force gem. We can always win their favour later. I mean, he might not even be here. It took us like a good day or so to get here. Just depends if he just got here, he may very well still be here. Oh, you got a horse. Yeah, I was giving him shit and he actually listened. Like if he only just got here, then he might still be here. Oh, sorry, when I spoke to that dude. But yes, we're lucky. Alright, good, good. Okay, what else? The elixir, please. Yeah. Oh, actually, now that I've got more money as well, let's just buy all the books. Okay, one to surgery, you and you. Yeah, it's 24k. What's that? It doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. In fact, we can just sell on this crap as well, just to make a dent in it. Cool. Nothing, thanks. Cheers, bro. Orders. Oh man. Alright, alright. Good to see you again, friend. Oh yeah, Ishkaman is owned by Baham and he does not like us, so he cannot invest in a productive enterprise. Yeah, if the lord who owns the town does not like you, they will not let you invest in a productive enterprise. If the guild doesn't like you, they will not let you invest in a productive enterprise either. So you need both of them to be neutral or positive. Okay. Let's see if I can find this. Already got it. Nice. And make our relations positive. I'll take neutral. Neutral will be fine. Okay. So you got some half decent training going, so our troops got pretty close. No, they're dead, I think. There's only like 4 of them left. Okay, well then, let's forget about them and try and find another tournament apparently. I can't say no to a cool 20 grand. Ooh, ouch. Sir, that hurt my feelings. Okay. Just sitting there like getting the shit beaten out of her, not really doing anything about it either. Oh, come on, I brought my block up. Oh well. Might have thought I was trying to block the guy with the club though and gone the wrong way. That's probably actually what happened. Yeah, that's better. Cool. That round was actually pretty close, nearly got knocked out. Oh yes, got a lance. As long as they don't give me a bow and arrow in this playthrough anyway. Most playthroughs I would be happy with that, because I do prefer to go on archer to a crossbowman. I just thought, because I usually go that way, let's mix it up a bit. Keep it interesting. And also frees up a lot of skill points for other stuff. Like I'm going to be able to focus on healing a lot more. I almost thought those guys were yellow. If you don't know, I'm quite colorblind, and green and yellow, especially in these tournaments, they look very similar. I wish they had used colors that were further apart on the spectrum. There are colorblind settings in games, but I'm so used to playing without colorblind settings that learning colorblind settings would actually just make my life even harder. I don't know about other people, but I didn't know I was colorblind for a very long time. I just thought they were the same color. You know? I also can't see very well. Generally my eyes just don't work very well. Yeah. Fuck. Throwing weapons. At least you get a shield and a club with it. Ooh, friend. Not looking good. Not looking good. Yeah, boy. So, oh, you have all three. Oh, yeah, of course. Because the throwing weapon is only one slot. Interesting. Oh, okay. Little bitch. Little bitch. Oh my. Dude. Either pussy out or don't. You know? God damn. Oh, the lady then. No, dude. Is dude even definitely a masculine term? How dare you assume my gender? Oh dear. Yes, that's what I get for being a dickhead. Fuck you and your horse. Actually, mostly your horse. Oh, jeez, how'd you get me from? Okay, no. Hero Adventurer, no wonder you had such quick attacks. Hero Adventurers are some of the strongest units in the entire game, and all round too, because they're cavalry. When they get to Hero Adventure, I think they always have a ranged weapon. No, I think sometimes they have lances, and because they don't have throwing weapons ever, I don't think, it's either always a crossbow or a bow, so I don't think they always have a ranged weapon. But I think most of them do, so they have like usually a sword, a shield, a bow and arrows, sometimes crossbow and a bolt, but more commonly bow and arrows. So they are a deadly all-round force. They're just so expensive, like per unit, you know? It's just ridiculous. Like the upkeep is beyond ridiculous, like honestly. Cool. Thanks for the money, friends. Get some news. Be on. Okay, let's. I don't think we've done this on this playthrough yet. So Ramon, in a recent patch, got a game of chance. If you win, you get really rare troops. I'm most certain that fortune is on my side. Sometimes he's like, nah, I haven't been lucky and just won't play you. So stakes, so peculiar slaves for 2.967. Because I think the price fluctuates. I'm not sure if it's based on one of your skills. It might be based on the quality of the unit, so I'm not 100% sure. Oh, it must have been. Marlow and Heavy Cavalry are pretty good units. Alright, doesn't really fit into my army. I mean, it kind of goes with my companions, but I'll keep them just because of how unique and good those units are. These guys, yeah, they're pretty boss. They were kind of average not too long ago, but they got a really nice buff more recently, and yeah, they're good units. They're one of the Salion Lord's unique Housecarl units, or yeah, I think Housecarl is the correct term. Like his house's units. Oh, Warlord Zulkar. Okay, cool. We may abandon going for the Fierce Vein unique spawn now that Warlord Zulkar is here. In fact, we may even bait Warlord Zulkar into the Fierce Vein army, because the Salion is just getting wrecked by the Fierce Vein right now, and I don't think it's super realistic anytime soon that yeah, they just, I'm sorry Salion, that was my fault. I really tipped the balance of power in the Fierce Vein's direction. I really fucked up there. I had to take that risk though. I'm kind of regretting it now. Didn't even take out Old Darien. But yeah. Anyway, that's all good. Didn't want either of those factions to be leaning one way or the other. It doesn't help me yet. Like, I can't take advantage of it yet, so all it means is one faction is getting stronger, and that's the last thing I want. I want them to be as divided as possible in terms of power. But anyway, we'll try and bait Warlord Zulkar into the Fierce Vein, and at the very least, that'll hurt them a little bit. Oh, perfect, there he is. Baiting or kiting the Jatu unique spawns is one of the worst things in this entire mod though, because, and you can already see it happening, they just stop following you. Like, the line of sight slash radius in which they follow parties is really messed up, and to be honest, I'm not sure if it's intentional or buggy, but like, yeah, you know, like, look at this. I'm definitely close enough, and then at the very last second they'll be like, oh yeah, there's actually a guy here that we want to kill. And it's just really annoying to get them anywhere. Whereas most of the other unique lords aren't too bad, or unique spawns I should say. All of them aren't lords. Warlords is probably more accurate. And we just declared war against Salion. That's kind of kicking them in the teeth a little bit. I feel like we're going to go for Calendane Castle, so I kind of want to get in on that. Do I just bait Warlord Zulkar into our own army? Yeah, go on. 2 birds with 1 stone. And it doesn't matter if I weaken us a little bit, I think, yeah. I think we'll be able to handle that. Especially because we're at war with Salion, who's very weak at the moment. Because I may have gotten pretty much their entire army massacred. So, surely they'll go for Calendane. If not Calendane, it'll be Valor Shield or Laria. Maybe 7 Cross? Maybe? Yeah, they wouldn't go for anything else. So, first assemble the army. Yeah, nothing else. Come on. Come on. Okay, still getting that much, even with the Malian cavalry, that's not bad, eh? Okay, cool. Yeah, we're chilling through our food a bit more now though. That's fine, we can restock soon. Get a bit more. I kind of go overboard on the food. Like, I know a lot of other people that I've seen play this game. Oh, come on. That kind of like, oh, I can bait them into the Fierce Vein army because it's right here. Hooray! Oh, look at that. or part of the 5th man army. Okay. That's not enough to beat him. PCA still 100%, that's fine. Well, I weakened the Feds vein a little bit. I did my bit for the balance of power. If all of them had joined in, then we would have won that fight, like, but a few of them kind of just walked off. Okay, let me say, still assembling the army, and he's probably still at Ethos, so keep going this way. Come on, you can't even catch him. Come on. Come on, Warlord Zulkar. Come on. He's doggedly following this guy when I don't want him to. But if I go any closer to him, he'll instantly turn around and attack me and I'll be wiped out. I know it. Like, these guys are the worst. What the hell? Why did he stop running? He wasn't going to be caught. Well, at least we're reading our book, and Warlord Zulkar's still 100%, perfect. And now he has a bunch of prisoners for us to take. So we'll actually probably even weigh out some of the damage we do to our friends. Okay, pathfinding. Crossbows. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat going psycho in the background. She's a bit moody. We're looking after a kitten at the moment, and she does not like the competition. And I had her in here and she was pretty chill, but then she wanted to be let out, and now she can't go in the other rooms because the kitten's in there and she goes psycho at it. And she's not in this room anymore, so I don't know why she wanted to be let out, but whatever, it's fine. I'll let her in after this episode. Okay, is that even enough? Is that seriously? That's our army? Holy shit, is that seriously it? I mean, that should be good enough. Oh no, it just came up so quickly that I had. Are you guys not gonna help him? Oh my god, they're not. Too busy raiding. Oh my god. What was it? Saramish, Aronade, Costco. Oh god, they're so far away. Wow, our faction sucks right now. What the hell, man? Why? Why are we so shit right now? Okay. Food. Oh, we really need to buy more food. Too many things are happening at once. God, that army was pathetic. I can't believe that's all we could marshal. They took Mowbray Castle. Marlians. Didn't get anything taken back. Yeah, the Fiat's ain't looking very good right now. I don't know why they didn't keep warring them for longer. They could have taken even more stuff from them. And probably have, like, even just 1 or 2 more castles without it being too much, you know? I reckon they could have pulled that off. Ah, so much. Scouted. And Airmanade. I'll keep them with me. Okay. Cancelled that quest, so I'll stop doing that. But I will attack these bandits in this village while I'm here. The farmers are so annoying in this, they just get in the way and don't do anything anyway. I can't believe I didn't one-hit that guy. I one-hit someone by running them over with my horse, and I couldn't one-hit someone with my sword. What the hell? Oh, that was a farmer. Okay. Okay, refuse, but I would like to buy some food if you have any. Beef goes off. Yeah, I won't get any beef. Okay, that's cool. At least I got that honor back that I lost before. Okay, wound treatment. He can also be my engineer, I guess. Oh, no. I will level up some of his combat abilities because he's so damn weak. Oh, I leveled up. Oh, I thought it was another unique companion, not me. Oh yeah, prisoner management and leadership. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. Alright, sweet. That's what I mean. That's the power of Colas gems, man. Like, I can level these up without even having to have put any of my actual leveling up into charisma. I need to find an army to bring these guys to. I mean, I can still join in if it's the Sarleon army, I think, because I haven't fought the Sarleon at all yet. We did that with the Deshar and it worked. So I could do that again. I mean, like, I don't want my faction to take too much from them. But if my faction's army is as weak as it was when I saw it, I don't think that's going to be a problem. We'll go to 7 Cross Keep and see how strong our army is now. Maybe maybe it's way stronger now because they're actually sieging a castle, so it has to be half decent, right? Oh, you think so anyway. Well, there's the Salian army. Does he like that fight? Does he? He would lose that fight. They're not paying attention though. There's someone in there with like 300 troops. Yeah, the king thought so. No, they don't care. No, we're not sieging it anymore. Oh, why? Why? I was so far away and they were so close. Like, I swear they just do it to antagonize me. As if you'd run from him. He does have 500. Come on. Catch one of them. Yeah, they'll join in. Oh, oops. Should have upgraded my troops. That's fine. I'll let the Salian army take the brunt of it. I wouldn't mind them being weakened to some degree anyway. I mean, I don't want to weaken too much, but my army, my faction's army, I should say, stopped sieging that castle, so I don't even know if they had a half-decent army there. And honestly, from what I've been seeing, how many of our lords have been defeated even outside of war? Oh, the Salian lords have such beastly horses, man. Like, we're really not very strong, so I think hurting Salian a little bit is actually probably for the best, because they probably actually still field a better army than us, even after we weakened them so much before and had the fears and take some stuff from them. So I'll let the Salian army soak this up a bit, especially against the best units. Although actually I wouldn't mind having some of those Malian heavy cavalry die. They're good units, but like, you know, I'm still building an archer army. That's what I'm going for. Oh shit, and that's right, the Grim Riders. Don't care too much for what I'm doing, they're just gonna circle around and mess stuff up. Because they've got really good cavalry archer abilities. Hopefully they don't take out too many of my archers by doing that. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's actually probably archers in the middle there. I think it's safer. Get out of my way, please. Get some more of my archers in here. kind of want to stick close to my archers and try and protect them to some degree. Oof. From guys like that. Apparently they're protecting themselves. They keep dodging me or distracting me by going at my archers. Yeah, bastard. I don't think so. I see what your plan is. Those are the Grim Riders. They're really good too. They're his unique unit. Oh shit. Move them back. Enemy cavalry incoming. Get off my archers. Assholes. Wasn't too bad considering how badly it could have gone. And my horse got taken out there, which is really annoying. Get his horse. Stop running away, horse. Oh, stop shooting my horse. Well, only recently became my horse, but still. I take great pride in my horses. Nice. Sadly, on how bad he is useful. Let's only get a little bit more health. Oh well. Still an upgrade in the health department. Those guys give you 375 experience. Do you know what? It sounds like a lot, but considering how good those units actually are, not a ridiculous amount. They're very good cavalry and cavalry archers. Very versatile. Very strong. Can't do much about the ones that are staying at distance. It's the ones that run in I can do something about. Oh, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, see how good those cavalry archers are. It's ridiculous. Took out a source and I need a new one. This one's not too bad. J2 are like the worst army to fight when you're using Archer army. Oh, fuck, I thought he was... I thought the angle was different on that lance, or else I would not have gone for that. Oh. How many they reach? Damn it. I'm gonna lose a bunch more archers because of that. Ah, well, that's fine. Hopefully I mostly lose bowmen and I can just get my crossbowmen back up. But I swear I'm really unlucky. Like I seem to somehow lose mostly crossbowmen. As long as we get a Callous Gem out of this, then any amount of lost troops is definitely worth it. Hopefully the Sarleon lords don't just converge on us and massacre us as well. We'll see how we go. It worked with the Discharge, so hopefully it works here. See, Empire Armored Crossbowmen skewered. It's always those guys. Guys that want to preserve the most. Thank God they've got those halberdiers, they're so useful against J2. Yeah, Sarleon's pretty good against them. Good cavalry and infantry when they're top tier halberdiers. It's half decent archers. Makes for a fairly good fight against J2. J2 are very strong as a minor faction. Very strong minor faction. They're all cavalry and cavalry archers. Especially after that cavalry archer patch. It's just very powerful. And these Grim Riders are friggin' top tier. I mean, they're not the best cavalry archers in the game, but they're pretty damn close. I mean, the Noldor are the best cavalry archers, that's, I guess, goes without saying. Oh, at least there was a knockout. I'm getting more knockouts now that my surgery is getting better. It's nice. Yeah, still killing too many of my crossbowmen for my liking there. What I do for Callous Gems, am I right? It should still be fine. I'm surprised they don't have more Knights of the Lion, the Kings in this battle. Then again, I guess they're probably just spread out throughout the army. I feel like he would have more Knights of the Lion. Although they were severely weakened, so probably a lot of his Knights of the Lion got killed. Man, this is such a messy fight now. I hope in the next Mounted Blade the AI keep their troops more in order. Although I guess if the Lords are taken out, which they all are at this point, then to have it like realistic, they would stop giving orders at that point. But even then, it's not even that realistic because you'd still have like sergeants in the army who would give orders and stuff. Yeah, there's a chain of command. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be cool to see like some form, some order remain. Like, even if not for your army, sort of to penalise you for getting knocked out. Because it's kind of like that, you need to play smart. If you get knocked out, you can't give orders. But at least for the AI armies, there was 500 of them. Enemies, about 300 dead, so about 200 left. Well, we're down to the raiders, and it's lancers and raiders, which is by no means a weak army, but it's not Grim Riders at least. God damn, they're still making pretty mincemeat of these guys. Yeah, man, we've taken some losses in this. More wounded than dead, though. That's something. That's something. Yeah, like the full archer army strategy is very good until you get to these bigger, harder to control battles. Like when you've got these hundreds versus hundreds battles, it is better to sort of have that, like, that versatility, like that all round, especially because you can quite easily get knocked out yourself, and then a full archer army once you're knocked out is not very good because they lose all order, they start charging, especially against cavalry. It's easier to cop a lance like I did. Yeah, they're not good in those situations, they're weak. So like, when you're getting to the stage where you're expecting more hundreds versus hundreds, it is better to have a more all-round army. The archer army is strong in the more controlled 1v1 sort of scenarios that you look for. It's just that this is worth it because I can get a course gem at the end of it, if I'm lucky, that is. Yeah, not doing too badly. Well, this is definitely weakened this Allion army. So hopefully my faction can friggin' keep up. I mean, it's good. Like, it's much better than my faction being very powerful. I mean, well, depending on what you want to do. Like, if you want to just stay loyal to your faction and be a loyal vassal, like a loyal lord, then sure, awesome. Strong faction is good, right? Because you want to eventually take over the map and win. I mean, well, I guess that doesn't have to be your objective, but it's pretty much the standard objective, right? I want to be my own king though, so I want to eventually rebel. So I definitely don't want them to be too strong, because as soon as you rebel against them, as you can imagine, you're then at war with them. So, I mean, this is good. I don't want them to get too weak so they get wiped out, like, completely or anything. But just strong enough to remain one of the major factions, as well as, without getting wiped out, as well as weak enough that they can't field anything pretty much when I do eventually rebel against them. That's the dream. So we might actually be heading towards that, because this is looking like a pretty good amount of weakness. They can you know, for the most part, hold their own. But definitely not looking great. It's definitely what you want. Like, if I was in the feared zone right now, I would not be liking my chances, because they can, boy, can they field an army. And their armies are very good in sieges as well, which is very scary. Because losing land is what loses you the game. Yeah, you can slowly whittle people down by raiding their villages and hurting their armies. But, you know, you can whittle down their army, raid some of the villages, and then if their army still gathers and takes, you know, a few of your castles and you end up taking none of them, then they still came out better from that war. I mean, assuming that they recover their strength before the next war. I mean, which, you know, maybe if a few other factions declare war against them and what you did to them actually does make them end up losing in the long run, but taking land is still overall the most important thing about a war. More land means more rent, more tariffs, more places to recruit from, more towns to rule over, which in this mode also means more knighthood orders and stuff like that as well. You really can't go wrong with taking more land. God, this battle is just dragging me out. That's one of the other annoying things. It's kind of like fighting the Tashar. You know, you just got a bunch of cavalry archers running around everywhere, friggin' taking their sweet ass time to die. This guy dodging, you know, heaps of shit. And oh, nice. Yeah, that's a line. These guys are really cool. Really strong heavy cavalry. I never really end up joining them, but I don't join Salion a lot. They're in a really weird position, which makes them kind of great and terrible to join. It's very up and down, and it can be a pain in the ass, especially if you commit a lot of time to a playthrough and then have to completely change where you set up, and that kind of can make you rage quit too. Especially if you have everything planned out and then your faction just crumbles to the point where you can't do anything that you wanted to do and you have to completely replan it. Everything, yeah. Anyway, Salion has definitely made me rage quit a few times before. Come on, how many of them are left? 21. Cool. Oh, they're Pendle cavalry. Must have been a... None of them would be training Pendle units. Where would they have... What prisoner? What party would have Pendle cavalry as prisoners? That's really weird. Because that's trained up enough that, like, it looks like they're training them, you know? Dunno. Oh, I'm Pendle swordsman. Yeah. The hell? Man, look, some Pendle spearsmen. Spearsmen? Oh dear. Spearmen. Probably doesn't help that every time I record these I'm tired from a long day. I like that they made the squires infantry instead of more cavalry. I think they made them a bit tougher, but they made them infantry instead of cavalry. So it's not cavalry, which is very strong to have double cavalry. But I think it's more useful to have tougher units. They've got better equipment, but infantry, because you can sort of just kind of keep them separate, like, rather than just combining them into one army and having a full cavalry army, which is what used to be a good way to use them. Now you can keep the infantry for other stuff and then cavalry separate. Yes, okay. Alright, there's no way in hell I'm gonna regret that. Why would I regret taking you prisoner. Yeah, dipshit. Okay, cool. I really need more food. Oh, nice. That's not bad as well. Yeah, that looks better. Cool. No. Cool. Oh, lordly 39. Wow. It's a really bad helmet, but lordly version of it. I don't think I've ever seen a lordly version of that helmet before. Okay, and one spot for the Clawless Gem. Prisoners. And oh, Noldor Hunter, definitely. Yeah, their skirmishes aren't too bad, so may as well get some of them. And they're crossbowmen too. Cavalry archers. Any unit that always has a bow and is on horseback, I turn into cavalry archers. Speaking of, was there a cavalry archer unit? No. Okay. Speaking of, they always have a crossbow from my experience, I think. I have to double check that. Oh, only one of them, but hey, it's better than none. I was just hoping for more Empire crossbowmen. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. Do they always have? I think they do as well. I'll put make archers. So there we go. Okay, that's all. Alright, we've got to back up to 82, that's not too bad. Okay, done. And get the Clawless Gem. Thank you. And upgrade our troops. And now where's Southern good? Alright, they're on that side. Let's go this way. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hopefully it won't happen again. Oh god, I'm faster than him by a tiny bit. Oh my god. He's only got 8 troops. What is he, Lord Eric? Lord Eric, where are you? Marshall. Yeah, so it'll be fine to find him. Oh shit, okay. Not worth the risk, not worth the risk. Oh my god. Get me out of here, please. Dear God. The humanity. It's good. Recruit some troops. Alright guys, so that's pretty much everything I wanted to do in this episode. So we'll sell off our loot and we'll call it a day. Oh, speaking of selling off our loot, let's just do that. And cool. And okay, train you up. Oh, training your steward allows them to, when you manage the village, build better buildings. By the way, guys. Speaking of, let's build a manor. Guess why not? Ends up making them more money, and I think a manor also lets you rest there without being able to be attacked from memory. So some of them have like special abilities. Speaking of special abilities, I keep forgetting to do this. In one of the recent patches, I'd like to ask you something. And we are in need of more soldiers. Pendle, armored bowman, a bit expensive, but I'll take you up. Cool. So he has a chance of giving you Noldor units, like one of the that one that I rescued. So it's always a pretty good idea to go look with Lafaldrin. Travels, perhaps. Algray, more loot. How close is Phineas? Nalta? Alright. We'll try and sneak Phineas into this episode as well. Because Nalta, it's not too far. Nalta, it's not too far. Okay. 100, perfect. And cool. Put this up here. Okay. Alright. Let's try our luck. Oh, man. None of these villages have any soldiers. Oh, okay. There's 5. Heretic and a misnown army. Okay. Okay. At least we're making more money now that a lot of our army was killed. Gotta look at the upsides. Yeah, Phineas the Digit. Guys, we're raking in the stats now. Yes. Yes. So Fox. Okay. And we'll get some news while we're here. And some food. Why not? We really need some more food. We've got plenty of grain. Oh, okay. Now we have too much food. Alright, guys. Well, actually, before we go, let's have a look. 24, 15, 16, 27. Yeah, look at that. That one's almost up to 30 already. Very nice. It's going along. Alright, we're finally getting there. I feel like we really made some headway now. Alright, guys. Thanks for joining in, and we'll catch you in the next one.